Hello guys, my name is Thomas Jar and today I present to you my cubic deck profile. Well, cubics are a series of monsters that they specialize in battle phase and they do a lot of burn damage in the opponent, and most of the times they OTK them in one turn. So without further ado, let's begin. First we play 3 Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. It's the best card of the entire deck, caused where it must be special summoned from the hand by showing to your opponent 3 different cubic name cards that list itself if you have another lord, so it's very neat in that regard if you have 2 in your hand. And also this card is unaffected by monster effects which original attack is 3000 or less, so it bypasses almost anything. And also when this card is attacking and destroys a monster by battle, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack during the battle phase. So it's a 3k bit stick that attacks twice most of the times, and also it has a burn effect that it does 3000 points of damage to you and your opponent. So in the best case scenario you can OTK them in the first turn with cubic karma, but at the worst case scenario you can hit very hard and possibly OTK them with a super detonate cannon. Next we play 3 Duza, the Meteor Cubic Vessel, the best normal summon in the entire deck, cause when this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 cubic card from your deck to the graveyard. And once per turn during either player's turns, if a monster is sent to the graveyard while this card is on the field, you can make this card gain 2000 attack for each different monster with different names in the graveyard that you can have, and only for that turn. So with Duza, it's a very nice combo that I will showcase maybe later, which is that you can send multiple multiple Duzas in the graveyard by having with 1 Summoner Monk to go to link plays and also exceed to the making Topologic Bomber or anything that we like. Next play 3 Summoner Monk, quick detach spell, we special summon Duza and proceed to do the same plays. 1 Behemoth as one of our Garnets and 1 Doomvolt. Doomvolt, it's better I think in Gungill most of the time, so it's better, it's debatable, but I think Cubic Emperor is better than Gungill. Next we play for different names 1 Crimson Dark Garnet Beast and 3 Gale Cubic King, Garagile the Cubic King. Well, Garagile is better because it's a pseudo Gaga Cowboy for the deck, because when it's spell summoned it does 800 points of damage, so it's very nice in that regard. And also you can spell when this card is destroyed by battle, you can target up to 2 V-Jump Cubic Seeds in the graveyard and send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, spell summon them. So it's better this way and very neat. Last but not least, 3 V-Jump the Cubic Seed is the most important monster when it goes, that has the ability that when a monster attacks it during the damage step, you can place this card in phase as a phase up spell or trap in the spell and trap zones as a continuous spell and place 1 cubic counter in that monster. Monsters with the cubic counter cannot attack, also negate their effects. So if this card is treated as a continual spell, during the main phase you can spell summon this card from a spell and trap zone back into the field to have a Omni. It cannot be destroyed by battle, I forget to mention that. It's a very nice blocker, and most of the time we prefer to send it to the graveyard with cubic karma to make our Duza or Crimson Nova at the best case scenario 5400 attack, so it can possibly decay them in just there. Next we play 3 Foolish Barracudas, because we need to search to send karma or anything that we like to the graveyard, because cubic cards have effects in the graveyard, so it's pretty neat and very good. Next we play 1 Reasoning. Reasoning, it's very nice because we can only bring level 4, level 1 monsters, so any other case will be to send multiple copies of cards in the graveyard, so we can have a comeback play, and it's pretty good in that regard. Next we play 3 Monster Gate. For the same reason, we love to tribute our monster, and also if we tribute that monster and leave the field while we have the trap unification of the Cubic Lords, we can go to our linked place. So we'll show it later, and it's really neat because you'll like it. Next we play 3 Cubic Waves. Cubic Wave is a card that you can target 1 cubic monster you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack of the opponent's of our monsters becomes double, and if it does, the attack of the monsters our opponent controls is halved. So we can OTK them in just there. And also, you can banish this card and any number of cubic monsters from the graveyard to target face-up monsters that an opponent controls equal to the number of the banished cubic and place cubic counters on them. So negate their make attack, their cannot attack, and also they have their effects negated. Also, a funny thing is that all of these cards that I'm going to showcase, it's not once per turn, so you can spam this effect multiple times. It's like an Omni effect veiler in your turn. Any monster that you like, 5 monsters, 6 monsters, doesn't matter if you have the cubic monsters to send them away. Next to play 3 cubic Karma, the searcher of the deck, and the OTK enabler. It has another effect that when we can send during your opponent's turn, if a V-Jump cubic seed is special summoned by the effect of a cubic monster, send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, halve your opponent's life points. We don't use this effect most of the time, but all the other effects that when you activate it, you can target 1 cubic monster, send V-Jumps, most of the time all of them, to boost a monster for 2400 attack. 2400 attack. It's pretty neat, and also it allows us to thin our deck to search our better spells and provide a little bit of a support. And also, when this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it and add 1 cubic monster from your deck to the hand. So it's pretty nice in that regard. So yes, without further ado, let's showcase the other. It's 3 cubic Dharma. Sorry, you take no battle damage from attacks involving your cubic monsters, so it's really neat because you can attack with V-Jump and try to force them to make a play or anything like that. And also, once per turn during your main phase, you can only use one of these effects, but it's pretty nice, guys, because you can send 1 cubic card from your hand or to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 1 card, fix our hand. It's pretty neat. And also, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 cubic monster in the graveyard, add to your hand. So it's pretty nice. It's another spell that it's pretty neat in the deck to have, but we don't suffer much if we lose it. Next, we play 1 pinpoint guard to bring out our V-Jumps or Summoner Monks, or at the best case scenario, our Duza to continue our plays. Next, we play 2 cubic Causality. Causality is a card that distributes a number of cubic counters to monsters your opponent controls up to the number of cubic monsters you control. So it's a reverse cubic Karma in that regard. And also, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 cubic monster you control. This turn, each time it destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster. So it's pretty nice, pretty neat, but most of the time we prefer to use it as a backup plan most of the time and not to finish off our opponents, but it's pretty neat in case it happens. Next, we play 3 Unification of the Cubic Lords, and this completes our build. It's a fusion summon for the Crimson Nova, and also it allows us to spam our monsters, because when a cubic monster leaves the field while it's destroyed by battle, leaves the field by any means, banishing, go back to the deck, anything that counts, we can spam another copy of a Duza or a cubic monster that we like. Most of the time it's gonna be Duza, and also showcase the combo later, so stay tuned to that. Next we play, for the extra deck, 1 Crimson Nova, because it's a game ender in case it goes down, 1 Super Another Rail Cannon Gustav Max, because why not, 2 level 10 monsters. It's like attacking, beat them to submission, then go for 2000 points of damage. It's the best thing that we can do. Next we play 1 Time Thief Redoer, stable in the decks most of the time. 1 Time Thief Double Barrel, because we have a lot of spell traps, and also like to use our opponent's cards as well against them, because it's pretty good in that regard. 1 Tornado Dragon to MST our opponent's spell traps. 1 Castell to Book of Moon, or send back to the deck to clear the board. 1 Time Thief Perpetua, because she can revive back 1 monster that we want, and also attach a Exist Material Time Thief card from our deck to this other material. It's not something that we use, but most of the time we like to return back a Double Barrel, or at best case scenario Time Thief Redoer. And 1 Evil Swarm Exton Knight, because we like to nuke the entire board in case things go badly. Next we play 1 Topologic Bomber, 1 Topologic Zeroboros, because we can bring those 2 with a lot of ease in this deck, and I will showcase how. Next we play one topologic Trishbania staple, and also case the combo Sun, one Decode Talker, one Decode Talker extended, because we like to go for damage or a little bit of pressure, one Underclock Taker, cause staple, and that's how the combo begins, and last but not least, one Link Rebo. Now for the combo. Let's assume we have Summoner Monk and one Cubic Spell in our hand. What we like to do is to normal summon our Summoner Monk, switch it to defense, discard our Cubic Spell, and bring out one Duza. By Duza's effect, we are going to send our Unification of the Cubic Lord to the graveyard. Next, we're going to Link Climb toward Underclock Taker, and using our Unification, banish it to bring out another Duza. Effect Duza. Send to the graveyard one other Unification to our graveyard. Next, Link Climb with these two, bring out one Trishbania, and banishing our Unification to bring out our Duza. Chain Duza to the effect of topologic Trishbania. First, second, we send to the graveyard one Unification of the Cubic Lords, and banishing the entire spawn traps on the field to burn them for some damage. Next, what we're going to do is banish those two and bring out our topologic bomber or Zeroboros. Prefer to use the topologic because the monster that is special summoned by the effect of Unification of the Cubic Lords, it cannot be destroyed by battle or in card effects that turn. So let's assume we bring out our topologic bomber. We banish this Unification to bring out Doomvolt. Use the effect of bomber, clear the entire board. It's protected by the effect of the Unification, and also you have an Raigeki and Heavy Storm in your turn, so it's pretty neat. And also in case that they bypass bomber and they attack Doomvolt, we'll return back our 3 Duzas to proceed our plays and go for the win. So that's the combo. See you again, guys. Bye bye.